This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled Women Can See You, the Eyespy, and the New Phenomena. Now, my MGTOW brothers, the desperation of women is getting palpable. It is getting such the case that they're doing new and extraordinary things. And as I said in prior videos, I thought I would be able to end the Women Can See You series, but I see that women still keep coming out with new and different tactics to get you into their Venus flytraps. So accordingly, this is called the Eyespy. And unlike other tactics which are involving reading and scanning to find out how they can get you again into their Venus flytrap, this is more of a case of intelligence gathering. What the woman is doing is essentially trying to find out what you, as a MGTOW man, are buying and purchasing in stores like in places like grocery stores, Target, that type of thing. And so it can go like this. You're in a grocery store, you're just shopping along merrily, and there's a woman there, and you're just looking at some broccoli or some lettuce or something, and you're just choosing. And all of a sudden, she does one of those tactics to read and scan you, but instead she's trying to find out what you're buying. So she may jump in front of you, block you, do a circle around, do a jump out of hyperspace, all the tactics that women use for reading and scanning men, she will also do in terms of doing an eye spy on you. And basically what is happening is a phenomenon is happening, and I've noticed it's going from early 2019 to present, where men are just shopping by themselves. Now, formerly, I found that men would have their smartphones out, and there would be a woman on one end, and she's talking to the man, guiding him through the store, and get this, get that, you need this type of seasoning. Or you would see a woman with a man just leading him around, and you need to get this, you need to get that. She was advising him, this is how you cook this is how you take care of that. And now I've been noticing that's not happening too much now. And something extraordinary happened the other night where I saw a co-worker from a former job. He came into the store, and he is quote unquote a ladies' man, but he was there shopping by himself. He was there buying his vegetables, buying his meat or whatever he needed. And from my talking to him, I got the sense that I don't need a woman to tell me what to do. And so we just got to discussing how he shops and how I shop, and I just told him about my dietary work on myself, and he got to talking about himself, and just call it a day. But it was shocking to me because I knew this guy from a former job, and again, he was a ladies' man. He could get a woman to do anything he needed to do for him, such as cooking, cleaning, or doing whatever he needed again. But this night he was doing his own shopping. He was doing his own buying. He did not have a woman with him. He did not have his smartphone out, and there was no woman on the other line, on the other side of the line. He was there again, choosing for himself. I did not ask him if he was MGTOW or not. I just got the sense that he, from what he was talking to me about and how he was phrasing things, that he did not need a woman to tell him what to do. So, and the thing that's going on is that women know in their minds there is an old adage a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. They know that that's a doorway to getting into a man's affairs, getting into his life. They know that if they cook a good meal for him, most likely he will begin to fall in love with them. And by this phenomenon happening with men shopping by themselves, that doorway is being closed. And that scares women. That really scares them because it takes the rug out of their feet in terms of access to your heart. And so that's what's going on. So that's why, again, if you go into a grocery store and you're there just shopping along by yourself, you will find most likely a woman will approach you quietly, not so much to read you and scan you, but to look at what you're buying. Now, this is very important. If she begins to talk to you, I would cut it off right away. Because most likely what she's going to do, if you engage in a conversation with her, she's going to try to crack you. And if you allow her to crack you, then she's gotten into your personal space. She's gotten into your life. So the best thing to do is she starts to ask you questions. Oh, what are you doing? Who are you buying for? Just say something like, well, my lady just told me to go out to the store and pick up some things so we can have dinner. Or just tell her, quite frankly, I don't want to talk to you because of the Me Too movement. But whichever way, don't let a woman crack you when she's trying to do an Eyespy on you. Now, lastly, my MGTOW brothers, you may have an aversion or fear to cooking or cleaning by yourself or doing anything that's quote unquote womanly. I would say put that aside. First of all, it is not very hard these days to learn how to cook. And indeed, taking myself as an example, I have become quite a good cook for myself. And for instance, I have been in times where I was in great ostracism and ostracism, whatever you call the word, but ended up spending Thanksgiving by myself, Christmas by myself, and was able to cook on my own, full course Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners, and enjoy them in peace. And I tell you, my MGTOW brothers, those were the best times. I look upon those times when I had to cook my own food for Thanksgiving or Christmas and just spend the day in solitude and just enjoying my meal rather than to be in a family where we're fighting or a girlfriend is screaming at you about something that you didn't do right. There was great peace. And I am working myself back to that great peace. But getting back to learning how to cook, it's not too hard to do, and there's nothing wrong with doing that for yourself. You will find that in certain cases it's quite enjoyable. It's very pleasurable to cook for yourself. It can be something that's very fulfilling to you. You may find that you might pursue a career as a chef, for instance. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with learning to cook by yourself, to learn to clean your clothing by yourself, do anything that you need to do, my MGTOW brothers. Because again, this takes the rug out of women's feet when this happens. The more you can do for yourself, the more they cannot get into your life and get into your fears and mess your life up. That's what's important, my MGTOW brothers. It's not so much that you can do what you can do. It is keeping these things abated in your life. That's what this is about. So again, if you encounter a woman in the store and you're just shopping along and she's asking you about how you're cooking and what you're doing, don't talk to her. Just leave it alone. Just walk away from her if you have to. Do whatever you need to do. But stay away from it because it is trouble. And again, it is because of the penetration and the effect of the MGTOW philosophy that these things are happening. These women are getting very desperate. They are trying all types of measures to get men into their lives, into their traps, into the feminist plantation state. And you know, my MGTOW brothers, that's not for you. Your way is on the MGTOW path, and that's where you should remain. This has been the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.